Africa, meat, the new white meat. African farmers are looking for a new solution for the continent's growing appetite for meat. The answer, they say, could lie here. In the past decade, South Africa's largest rabbit meat supplier has added nearly 150 rabbit farms to its stable. And breeders recently created a South African breed of rabbit, the Pendula, which translates to the answer. Independent farmer Gavin Gugurin keeps 500 rabbits at his farm outside Johannesburg. He says he thinks it's the meat of the future.
As National Council, we've been saying for the last 12 to 15 odd years that rabbit has the potential of being the savior of Africa from a protein point of view. The reasons behind that are a multitude.
For one, he says, rabbit meat is high in protein and low in fat and cholesterol. They take up little space and don't eat much. They require less water than chickens and put out less waste than cows. Rabbits, Gugurin says, may be the greenest meat.
There's a lot of negatives that are currently happening around carbon impact on the planet, specifically around feedlotting of animals on a large scale. We talk about cattle and beef that are put into feedlots. So you've got huge carbon footprints there. Rabbits' carbon footprint is minimal compared to the rest.
And finally, he says, they breed like, well, rabbits. But can they make the leap from pet to plate? Butchery manager Richard Letcher says he's noticed South Africans' appetite for meat is expanding to more unconventional options. His shop is one of the few in Johannesburg that stocks rabbit, but it's moving quite slowly.
What has changed within our environment over the last year is that there's been a lot more of a request for goat meat, which we haven't sold before.
He reasons that rabbit, which is still slow-moving, could see the same growth. But has he taken the bite? He cited the single biggest reason people give for not eating rabbit.
I haven't got my mind around eating my pet at this point, so no.
His colleague, meat cutter Mnalisi Smakade, says he's missing out. He loves rabbit meat, which brings us to the most important question of all.
It tastes like chicken, sort of chicken. It's not hard like the beef. It's very nice and soft.
As Africa's population is set to nearly double by the year 2050, food supply, especially protein, is a major concern. Could the humble rabbit fill that gap? And millions of stomachs? Anita Powell, VOA News, Johannesburg.